Hello and welcome. Ivan, how are you?
Hello, I'm really good. How are you?
Very well. Good to see you.
I had some problems with camera. I don't know.
Oh, your camera's not working properly.
Yeah, usually I'm using my laptop, and now I'm using PC, and it has not has oven camera,
So it's like an external camera.
external, yeah, output.
There's no problems.
Actually, it might work. I don't know why it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes you have to play around with the settings to get them to work properly.
It's a tricky camera.
Hmm. I'm having similar issues with my camera, but the audio side of my camera because there's a microphone on it, and every
Oh yeah,
time,
I remember.
yeah, I told you that, yeah. So I have to always keep changing the microphone settings. So how was your weekend? What did you get up to?
Weekend on Saturday we had like family evening. We
Mhm.
just stayed home and watched a movie together
Cool.
in
What
English.
what movie did you watch?
Uh, I'm not sure about the translation, but I think I will translate it literally. In Russian, it names The Groundhog Day with Bill Murray.
Yes, yes, that's exactly the same name. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a funny movie. It's a comedy, yeah?
Comedy and has elements of fantastic because he experienced the same day. He experienced the same day, like every day.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's a fantastic movie. Great for the family. Yeah, it's a good family movie. It's funny, pretty humorous. It's a pretty old movie, but still worth watching.
I guess it's
Uh,
93 or
yeah,
94 year of origin.
yeah. Here's a link. It's got pretty high ratings on IMDb. Um,
Uh-huh, I see.
yeah,
Groundhog Day.
yeah, Groundhog Day.
I love this actor,
Yeah,
Bill
he's
Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah, he's a good actor. Lately, he hasn't been acting much. I guess
I
he's getting
think so.
old.
And
Uh,
it's a good movie to watch in English. It's not they don't speak a lot, and you can translate everything.
oh, and you can follow and understand the movie, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, I watch it with subtitles.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
Um, did you watch it on the
down
website?
download it from internet. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you're aware of this website. A lot of Russian students and Ukrainian students they watch movies from this. Um,
Netflix?
no, no,
No?
I typed it for you.
Oh, I see.
You know about that one?
No,
You don't?
I don't.
Oh.
Is it good one?
Yeah, it's basically if you open it up,
I see. No.
you have documentaries like TV shows, serials, and movies as well.
Uh-huh.
So you can become a member, yeah. And so, for example, if you're watching a movie and it has the translation at the bottom, actually not the translation, my bad. It has it in English. So you're watching an English movie and it has the English subtitles at the bottom. So in case you don't understand a certain, it's good for learning English, you see. So in case you pick up a word that's very strange to you, you move your mouse, yeah, if you're watching on a laptop or on your computer, and as soon as you move your mouse or
It's
your cursor over that word, the movie stops or pauses, and then gives you the translation in Russian.
nice.
and then you can sort of add that to your dictionary or your archive. So you have an archive here.
Great.
It's pretty good. It's good for Russian students, who speak Russian and want to learn English, And yeah, so you're pretty much killing two flies with one hit. Yeah, you're having fun watching a movie or documentary, and you're learning English at the same time. Hello, Natalia. Sorry, I didn't see that you joined.
Hello, Alan.
Welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
Very well. Yeah, kind of exhausted. I was at the gym earlier, and I haven't been for a long time. I was just so busy. But this Monday, it's a little bit quiet for me, so I was able to get away. So how was your weekend, Natalia?
My weekend was fine. I had my daughter's birthday party, and then we had a rest.
Oh, that's nice, lovely. Did you have a big party, or?
Not just big party. My daughter's friends and me with my husband.
Oh, that's okay. Nice. Okay, Alex. Hello, Alex. Welcome. Hello.
Hey, Alan. Hey, guys.
Hello.
What's happening, Alex?
I just had my dinner. Finally.
Finally?
Yeah, I was dreaming about it for 5 hours, maybe.
You're dreaming about your dinner. That's cool. You must have been starving.
Yeah, I was.
Did you have a busy day?
Yeah, kinda. I worked and then I helped my father with his business. And, well, what time was it, by the way?
I don't know.
It's about 8.
8, just after 8 your time.
And what about Ireland?
Ireland. I'm in England. I'm not in Ireland. Yeah, I'm not in England. I moved to England now. I'm here.
Really?
Yeah, didn't you know?
No.
Maybe you've missed some of my introductions.
Yeah, I missed a couple days, so I guess.
Yeah, I've been here now for 2 months almost. About 2 months.
Okay, then I missed something. Sorry.
No, that's fine. England is fine. Yeah, it's becoming colder slowly. We haven't seen a drastic change in temperature just yet. It's still kind of, 15 degrees, maybe 11, 12, something like that at night time. So yeah, weather's alright. It's becoming a bit wet. Obviously, it's raining a bit more than it used to. But other than that, sorry, Eva?
Today we had the first snow.
No, already?
Yes.
Was it heavy snow or just a little bit?
It was at night. It was kind of heavy, but it's already melted completely.
It melted.
At the daytime, it was warm and rainy weather.
I'm from Moscow, Ivan.
Close to Moscow.
Yeah. It's rainy and nasty now, yeah?
So bad.
Oh, you're in for a really heavy. I think you're gonna have a lot of snowfall during this winter. I think we're gonna feel it as well here in England or the UK. Because last winter we had no winter really. There was no snow. Maybe one day it snowed for a little bit and melted within hours. Yeah, it's strange. But I think this winter we're gonna have quite a heavy winter. Yeah.
Alan, can you see what is the magic sack in the corner of your room with the grass? Oh.
You're observing my background. I'm glad. I've decorated it for my students, you see.
Oh, great.
That's what it is. It's like a bean bag. You know what a bean bag is?
No.
Bean bag. It's a bag that you can sit on, and it's actually full of these soft little balls, the very soft balls, and it's very light. It's not heavy at all. If you just Google beanbag and look at the images.
Like an armchair, yeah?
Yeah. Well, you can sit on it, or you can put your legs on it when you're sitting on the sofa. You know, you can use it for like a leg rest. You know, when you want to lie back and lift your legs up, you know, after a hard day. You use it for, and yeah, there is some grass behind it. It's like decorated grass. It's my wife. She's done all this. She's into yeah, strange interior design. So yeah, that's what it is. And actually, there are two bean bags. Just one on top of the other. They're not supposed to actually be decorating anything. They're just sitting there because we don't use them in the other room. So we just left it here. Yeah. All right. Alex, how was your weekend? You didn't tell us anything about your weekend.
I just wasted time almost, but I knew a lot of useful information for my trip. About vaccination. I actually did one injection today.
Oh, already. This is for Brazil and Argentina, right?
Yeah, that's right.
When are you traveling? You still got a long way to go, don't you? A long time to go.
Yeah. Well, I will arrive at February. So, but there a time is needed in order to vaccine to take an action. So I have a special paper that say that I did this this vaccination, this injection, like 2 months ago, for example, and only this period of time allows me to enter the country. Because if I do the injection and immediately go to the country, they say, nope, sorry, you have to wait.
Wow. I see. So it's necessary that you do it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been preparing anything else?
Yeah, I was fixing the routes. I was looking for Spanish school in Buenos Aires, and well, a lot of things related to that. A lot of things.
Is your friend gonna join you?
Yeah, one of my friends will go there at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome. It's good to have company.
Yep.
All right, that's cool. Well, keep us notified and updated how things go with your
I'll be sure I will.
plans. Okay, guys, let us begin. For this session, we are talking about, we're going to be discussing militarized police. Have we done this before? We haven't, have we? No, we haven't. Something similar, perhaps. All right, so let's have a look. Commander William Adama, Battlestar Galactica, says, there is a reason you separate military and the police. One fights the enemies of the state, the other serves and protects the people. When the military becomes both, then the enemies of the state tend to become the people. Oh, that's a very wise statement. Okay. So let's have a look at these questions before we start getting into the vocabulary. How is the role of a soldier different from the role of a police officer? Who would like to attempt to explain?
Nope, no one. Maybe I can.
Sure.
At least try.
No problems. I'm sure you do a good job.
Well, maybe my explanation would be kind of similar to this commander's words, but I guess the main role of military service is to protect from the aggression, from the external aggression. And the police kind of rules life inside the country. Well, it's supposed to, I guess. So, and it regulates kind of social relationship as well, maybe, I guess.
Good.
So the main difference is that police works like inside the country, and military service deals with external issues.
Okay. Yeah, good distinction. Yes. Would anyone else like to add another point? Ivan, what do you think?
I think it's nothing to add.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's a good
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah. Natalia?
I agree with Alex, yeah, about the roles of the police and the military army.
Okay, let's look at the second one then. How can a police department build a trusting relationship with the local citizens?
It really depends on the city and the country. But in general, they shouldn't arrest them for nothing and try to find a real crime if it happens. For example, it's not really appropriate to put people in jail if they I don't know, if they drink beer in the street and give them a fine for that. They should do something more significant.
Very good.
I had this experience, not me, but my friend, when I was in US. He is under 21, and he was just carrying an unopened bottle of the beer, and he had to pay $250 for fine.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a lot amount. It's such a big amount of money, and it's really crazy. And he didn't drink it. He just taken this bottle from his friend, and policeman noticed it.
Wow. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would be kind of silly. Is he a local citizen? Is he?
No, he was from Belgium, but still, if he was local, it would be the same.
I see. Yeah, that's very harsh. Yeah. So this is definitely what would create outrage between the local or from the local citizens' side. Because if he was drinking and he was caught, with the open bottle, and you can see that he's been drinking, if they breathalyze him, then that's, no problems. Fair enough. But he hasn't actually been drinking. Yeah, well, they have a point, I guess. The police would probably say, look, you shouldn't hold any alcohol. But I think they should have let him off with a warning. You're right. So that's a great example, actually, how to build trust. Okay, Natalia, could you answer the third question?
What happens when civilians fear the police? If civilians fear the police, we can't say that we won't do the crimes. They will do it, but not all people, of course, not all civilians. Mm, I don't know. To say it's not on my plate.
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Do you think there will be positive or negative consequences?
Of course, it will be negative consequences. We should trust, and they should trust civilians, and not to break the law, of course, not to outrage the law.
True, true. But if the civilians don't fear the police, then they feel like they can do whatever they want. In a way, that might lead to chaos. Well, it depends which way you understand this, you know. But, Ivan and Alex, what do you think? Should the civilians fear the police?
Well, first of all, I want to mention that I think that the relationship between citizens and police should be proper. What do I mean by that? For example, if the police, if the civilians fear of the police, they don't trust them, they don't interact with the police, they don't they want to protect themselves from the police, like separate, and don't interact with the police at any way, and that kind of makes the work of the police maybe even useless, and because they are on their own and they like why they are serving for the people, right?
That's right.
And if people don't want them to serve, that makes their service useless and meaningless. On the other hand, if the civilians don't fear and don't respect the police, that also makes their existence useless, because they don't have any authority.
True.
They can't have the influence of this on the society, on the any single civilian or citizen.
Very good.
And so it's kind of like golden middle, as you say.
Very good. So there should be balance.
Yeah, balance, right.
Yeah, balance is the solution to everything, really. No matter what you do, there has to be a balance. So in a way, they should kind of fear the police, but they should also trust them. So there should be a cooperation, like you said. They should trust them that the police will do their job properly and so on. But then again, they should fear them in a way that, okay, I fear as in respect more than fear. You understand? So they're doing their job, and the citizens should understand the law.
Yeah.
And fear the law.
If I won't fear the police because I don't steal, mark clerks, and have enough sense to stay out of those situations.
Yeah.
But that's me. I shouldn't fear the police.
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying fear as in you're driving in a car and there's a police car next to you. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm shaking. No, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. But fear as in respect them and obey the law, you know, more like give them the right of what they deserve, you know, because they're here in a way, they're here after all to protect you as a citizen and to support you, to serve you, and to provide safety for the citizens. So as long as you're, you know, abiding by the rules and the law, nothing wrong with, you know, what you're doing. So yeah, there has to be a balance. All right. In some countries, you know, there is a variety of methods and a great difference in the the methods that the police implement when it comes to dealing with citizens and the civilians. So depends on what kind of a government it is. I guess they will implement different rules, and some more harsh, which obviously will make the citizens fear the police even more, and some are a little bit more approachable. So yeah, but it's interesting, yeah, if you just look at different countries, how.
Yeah, I have heard that in Singapore you hardly ever seen the police. There are a lot of cameras in the streets, and they man by cameras.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, Singapore is quite a small place, and it's quite, densely populated.
Yeah,
So
up to date.
and the technology is very up to date. Exactly. So I'm not surprised to hear that. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the vocab. So we have 12 of them, 12 words. Let's start with the first one. Let's see which is the correct meaning on the right. So Natalia, can you start with the first one, please?
Okay, surplus. Mhm. Mhm. More than necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's going to be G. A surplus is more than necessary.
Mhm.
How would you use that in a sentence?
Mhm. Is it a noun? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it can be a noun or adjective.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
So you can make a
Okay.
sentence with either. Yeah.
Don't don't buy sugar. We have surplus. One.
Yeah, we have a surplus in sugar, so there's no need to buy it. Okay. Yeah. So we have more than necessary. All right. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I will accept that one. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Ivan. Number 2.
Ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Is it camouflage clothing worn by soldiers?
No.
No, objects used in weapons such as bullets and missiles.
That's it. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, I. I is the correct one.
And what is missiles?
Sorry?
What is missiles?
Oh, missiles. Like
Missiles.
rockets. You know rockets?
Rockets. Okay.
Like every fighter jet, like airplanes used in the Air Force, they have missiles on their wings, and they shoot missiles at targets.
U.S. Army might have very up-to-date ammunition.
Very good. Or they have a surplus in ammunition. Yeah, that makes sense too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Well done. Alex, number 3.
Resemble. Resemble is to look like.
Yes. Is that a new word for you, Alex?
Well, I heard it, but I don't use it.
It'll be good to use it because it's quite, a good word to use.
A handy one.
Yeah, it's a handy one. It's pretty common, and I mean, you don't want to always say, "Oh, to look like," or "he looks like." It's good to say.
Usually I do.
Yeah, resemble. See, it's good to know synonyms of certain words.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because when you're speaking, you don't want to sound repetitive, or you don't want to write, an essay or whatever you're writing, and
To avoid tautology.
Yeah, good. So how would you use this in a sentence?
Resemble. Like, can I use it with any preposition, or maybe like to resemble with someone or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Like camouflage allows soldiers to resemble with nature. No.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, because it's a verb, isn't it?
Yeah,
Resemble.
I guess.
Yeah. So to resemble someone, something. Yeah. Or
I mean, is it correct to use it with this preposition?
yeah, you can. Yeah. You can also use it without, so you don't have to use it.
To resemble the nature or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Or I don't know. When you see people who have dogs, and they usually are very careful. The people who really love dogs, owning dogs, they're very careful with what type or what breed of dogs they buy. Sometimes they resemble their dogs. Yeah, they look like the dog that they purchase. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
But when I say, for example, someone resembles nature, it sounds for me like he imitates nature. But I don't know why, but it sounds like to imitate in this context without the preposition with.
Yeah, well, actually, what you said, he resembles nature. It doesn't make sense. Maybe you're trying to say something else. Maybe a different word would be better.
Well,
Yeah, like he resembles nature, or um, I'm not sure. Unless you're being poetic, then if you have some deeper meaning to it.
so what is the correct using?
Both are fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and it depends what are you trying to say. So if you just want to say that one thing or one person looks like another thing or another person, you can say there is a resemblance. Okay, if you want to use it as a noun, or he resembles his mom. Yeah, so on.
Is it close to the word to merge?
To merge.
Yeah. Like to merge with nature, with the nature. I mean the appearance. It's not like you're actually merging.
No, you wouldn't use that in this case.
Well, okay. Let's don't waste time.
Okay. So number 4, Natalia.
Number 4, army fatigues. Can I correct?
Army fatigues.
Fatigues. Yeah. It means camouflage clothing worn by soldiers. B.
Very good.
In order to resemble with nature, soldiers have to wear army fatigues.
Very good, Natalia. You've used resemble as well. So here she said resemble. You can say you resemble nature. You don't have to say with.
Resemble nature. Okay.
Because to look like nature, it's fine. In order to resemble nature, soldiers need to, wear army fatigues and camouflage themselves. Very good. 5, Johan.
Confrontation. It is J, a clash between two people or groups.
Yes, very good.
But I don't know what is clash. It's confrontation, right?
Yeah, clash means a coming together of something or someone. When something or someone, they come together, they clash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not crash, but clash.
Clash. Okay. I don't like to have a confrontation with people who resembles the nature.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like to have a confrontation with people who resemble the nature. Okay. Yeah, maybe the second part of the sentence depends what you're trying to say. Look like nature. Maybe who resemble Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, because they're quite big and muscly, so you don't want to have a confrontation with those kind of people.
They look aggressive.
Yeah, they will probably crush you. All right, good. 6, Alex.
Armored vehicle. It's a tank or other vehicle equipped with weaponry.
Very good.
And the sentence BTR-90 is a great example of armored vehicle from Russia.
Yes, you're good with weaponry and words from the military. Good. Very good example. 7, Natalia.
7 mean tactical. Mm. Mm. In this case, it means something fighting, battle, or tactic.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, which of the meanings on the right do you think it might be? So we've done pretty much half of them.
To not be a priority in comparison to something else?
No, that's not the one.
Related to strategic plans and actions used against the enemy.
That's the one. Yeah. Strategic plans, strategy.
Strategic.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
So it's an adjective, yeah?
Mhm. Their tactical plans in the field had no equal.
Okay, very good. Basically saying they were really good, yeah? They had no equal, or they had no, there was nothing like it. Okay, very good. Number 8, Ivan.
Take a back seat. To not be a priority in comparison to something else. Is it correct?
Yeah, that's the one. Excellent, yeah. To not be a priority in comparison to something else. Oh. This is definitely an idiom.
What's it? Idiom?
Yeah. Take a back seat.
Okay. Take a is it should I say take a back seat before or do I have to use some preposition with it or
No.
no? Okay, can I say like this? For example, not to lose takes a backseat to win. I mean, in related to the sport, to the football, like in the home game, not losing takes backseat of winning.
Now perhaps you should use the preposition to here. Okay. So you don't have to, but you can. Yeah. So it depends on what you're trying to say.
You don't have, but you can.
Yeah. So to take a backseat, what it actually means, yeah.
Like second option.
Yes, maybe to let somebody else take over of the task or whatever needs to be done. So in terms of football, let's say, I'm gonna take a backseat, as in, I will let the other players, you know, score the goal. I will sit back and defend, perhaps. I'll take a backseat, so I'm not gonna do as much work, in a way.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, like it says here, to not be a priority in comparison to something else. So to not be the most important person, or doing something.
Person, okay.
Yeah. So maybe let's say you and your colleague at work, you're doing a project, and you're trying to explain to your boss now how this is going to be done. So you're trying to explain, but you're struggling. So then maybe your colleague, your partner says, "Look, it's okay. I'll take over. Take a backseat." Yeah. So basically, he'll take over from now because maybe he thinks he can explain it better. For example. Okay. Number 9, Alex.
Oh, okay. I was trying to come up with the example.
Go ahead.
Take a backseat.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Could it be something like the coach give me a notice that the place of a captain of the team is vacant, but I decided to take a backseat because I'm too lazy to push the team forward.
Yeah, you can say that. You decided to take the backseat. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
And
9 is to blur the lines, and it's to mix or confuse concepts or boundaries that should be distinct.
Very good.
And the example, my mom asked me who ate all the cookies, but I blurred the lines saying that was a cat.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
My mom asked me who ate all the cookies, but I decided to blur the lines, saying that was a cat.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Basically, yeah. You try to tell the truth. You didn't want to tell the truth. Yeah. Okay. It's like trying to make it blur the line, trying to make it look not as obvious. Yeah. So it's the cat was here and he was on the table and all that, and tried to take the cookies, but I was there to help and stop the cat from eating the cookies. Don't worry, Mom. Something like that. So you're blurring the lines. Yeah. Very good. Okay. All right. Number 10. Natalia?
Mhm. First Amendment. It means F, a constitutional right in US to freedom of speech and assembly.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Mhm. The first amendment the first, yeah?
Yeah, the First Amendment.
The First Amendment. Prohibits the making of any law respecting and give everyone the right to freedom of speech and assembly. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory. So the First Amendment, what is it? It's a constitutional right to freedom of speech and assembly. So it's like one of the laws that they've implemented.
At first, it was written in the Bill of Rights, yeah?
I'm not too sure.
It's old.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's been done a long time ago. Yeah. Okay, let's do 11. Ivan?
Civilian, an everyday person, not a member of the military or police force.
Yeah, good.
Civilians shouldn't take part in the wars and in the wars.
Yeah, good. Or civilians shouldn't be harmed.
Be harmed, yeah, it's better.
Yeah, makes more sense. All right, that's good. Very good. The last one, Alex?
Incarceration.
Yeah, good.
Well, that sounds a little bit like Spanish word for prison, so I guess it's
Imprisonment.
where is it? Imprisonment, right? H, thank you very much.
Yeah, so it's just a synonym of imprisonment.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a quick sentence? Incarceration.
Sure. The criminals who had robbed the bank last week are about to be incarcerated.
Good, you've used the verb. Yeah. Or they will.
They're expecting their incarceration.
Yeah. No doubt there will be incarceration, or the result will be, or the consequence rather, would be incarceration. Very good. Okay, let's try to quickly read this article. Hey, we've got 5 paragraphs. So, okay, Natalia, can you please begin with the first one?
Okay. What should the government do with surplus military equipment? This is a question for United States government tackled in recent decades. Since the early 1990s, the U.S. Secretary of Defense has been transferring military-grade supplies to federal and state law enforcement agencies. Millions of dollars worth of U.S. military vehicles, supplies, and ammunition are transferred to police forces across America each year.
Very good, thank you. Before we move on, I realize that this word is difficult to be pronounced for many students. This H in here is actually, you don't pronounce it.
Vehicle.
Yeah, we say vehicle. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah. Ivan, can you say this word please as well?
Vehicle.
Good. Alex?
Vehicle.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. All right, Ivan, continue.
What happens when police officers begin to resemble armed soldiers? Many citizens feel that the militarization of police invites confrontation, transforming everyday neighborhoods into war zones. As history has shown, peaceful protests turn into violent riots when police officers arrive in army fatigues. Heightened racial tensions between police and civilians in America appear to be linked to the militarization of law enforcement. Black and Latino youth in particular feel as though they are treated as the enemy.
Excellent. Very good. Well read. Okay, 3. Alex.
Can I ask a question before?
Yeah, sure.
What does army fatigues mean? I know the word army, I know the word fatigue, but
It means camouflage.
but
Simple as that,
fatigue
yeah.
kind of tiredness, something like that, right?
Yeah, you're right.
How does it work then?
Yeah,
It's just a
fatigues.
chunk or what?
Fatigues is also known as military uniform. It's used for military uniform. Yeah.
Wow.
So you
Okay.
can just leave it as that. You can just say fatigues. That's this is a noun in this case, but fatigue, like you said, it also means tiredness and all that. Yeah, you're right. So you got 2 meanings.
It is
I
the same
see.
in French.
Yeah, is that really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay, let's continue, Alex.
Civilians aren't the only ones who disagree with the militarization of police. Many military personnel feel that local police officers aren't properly trained to use military-grade equipment. They note that police shouldn't ride on top of armored vehicles or aim their assault weapons at unarmed protesters. Retired police officers have a different concern, however. They fear that officers are receiving too much tactical training. Since 9/11, the notion of serving and protecting has taken a backseat in many police training programs.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well read as well. So here we can see another example of has taken a back seat. Okay. Right. Let's do 4. Natalia.
The saying "desperate times call for desperate measures" is often used to defend the militarization of police. However you look at it, the war on drugs and the threat of homeland security have changed the role of the police officer in America. President Obama, however, has expressed concern about police officers blurring the lines in situations that are not high risk. In 2014, after a white police officer shot and killed an unarmed black youth in Missouri, protesters filled the streets. Obama criticized the law enforcers for their aggressive response toward the peaceful protesters who were lawfully exercising their First Amendment rights.
Excellent. Well read. Interesting. Okay, let's finish it off. Ivan?
A re-examination of the programs that transfer military supplies to civilian police departments is in the works. However, many critics feel it's too late. More Americans are killed by police officers than ever before, and the US has the highest incarceration rate in the world. Will America become a full-blown police state?
Wow.
What is full-blown?
Full-blown, as in...
Full, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a... how do you say? Almost like, you know...
Totally.
Yeah, total or fully developed, you know.
Complete.
Yeah, complete, total, and yeah.
Absolute.
Yeah, absolutely. Entire, like basically completely police state. Yeah, a complete police state. Yeah. Well read. I have to say, all 3 of you have very good reading skills. I can see that you read quite a lot. and I have to congratulate you on that. And your pronunciations are really good. Yeah, when it comes to your intonation and dropping your intonation is really good, I have to say. Okay, so we've run out of time, so we won't have enough time to do the comprehension or the vocabulary review. So I've given you the link. It's here. I'll send it again so you can see it better. There you go. So if you want to do this in your spare time, the vocabulary review, and at the bottom of that we have yeah, some grammar review about the word however. Okay, we have two uses or two ways of using however. It's an interesting read. See if you can read that and understand that. I wish we had a bit more time to go through it. Actually, it'll take maybe another 10 minutes to, you know, give you examples and practice of it. So have a look at it, and maybe next time we can go over it and you can give me some examples. Okie dokie. Any questions?
No.
All good? All happy?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. I hope you have a good night, and I shall see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.